everybody. I'm out and about running some errands. And I don't know, I've been inspired to maybe just make some vlogs or videos. I have such a strong desire at this time in my life to just share and be creative. And I just love talking. So I'm like, this is one of the easiest things I could do is just like vlog and chat and talk. I didn't sleep well last night, and so in the middle of the night, sorry, I'm on a bumpy road. In the middle of the night, this video came across, because I wasn't sleeping, so I was scrolling. There was just some girl talking about the reasons to just make videos, create a channel, even if people aren't watching. So that's what I wanted to do today. I mean, I think my speaking style, I'm afraid will come off as boring because I do ponder and, think and slowly talk at times. But I'm just gonna go for it anyway. I'm heading to the store. My husband's on vacation. We were supposed to be going to visit my family this week, and we had this urgent thing happen where we knew there was mold in our apartment. It's green. It was a green mold that would pop up every now and then. We'd wipe it down, as it was a rental. So as the landlord or management company would tell us to just wipe it down with vinegar, which we were doing, we were kind of like giving them like all the power, like we didn't really do a lot of our own research, or we kind of just trusted them. It's a brand new construction, like a year and a half. And so we figured, I don't know, we just figured they knew. We didn't know. They didn't make it seem urgent. And long story short, it started to really grow. And we don't know why. Was it these air conditionings? It was on a lake. Sorry, my hair's bothering me. It was on a lake, and it was just really humid conditions there. So, yeah, all of a sudden, we just started having the management company, I don't think handled it well at all. And they kind of started to try to pin it on us and talk to an attorney and like put us on the defensive, and it's been very stressful. And we moved out right away as soon as we, actually it was really when I got the vibes from them. They had already talked to an attorney. They were already starting to like talk, like blame us. And when I saw their position, I said, oh, something's not right here. Like, they're really afraid that they're going to get in trouble. Like, if we don't sign hold harmless agreements. Anyway, very, 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 very intense experience. So pretty much in about 8 days, we got the whole house packed up. And we're out. A lot of miracles happened, and the biggest one being one of my friends happened to have an empty apartment. It's fully furnished. He lives with his girlfriend, and so we just basically moved right into his apartment. Didn't really have to sign any leases or make any big long-term. It was in the middle of Mercury retrograde, and so we didn't have to really make any commitments or sign any papers because we were just feeling like a really bad experience with papers and signing things. And that's not fully over yet, my experience with this management company, but I'm optimistic, and I really feel like, what do I want to share? I'm a deep person, and I guess you put a video out on YouTube, and you're just gonna see who finds it and who resonates with what you have to say. But I want to talk about, I follow Kyle Cease. He's one of the people. I'm just like a really rampant, self-helper. I don't know. I just work on myself, and I'm spiritual, and I try to, do that work, as far as getting to truth and trusting God. And, I guess it's like that spiritual path. So anyway, throughout the week that this was first happening, I watched one of Kyle Cease's recent videos, and he's actually quoting Michael Beckwith. The question became, for me, what's trying to emerge through me? And that's been the question that I've been living with. What's trying to emerge through me right now? And I am a meditator, and so, I've been using that as a meditation throughout the day. And I really think that question, made me react in that situation very, very different. I was actually surprised, and in hindsight, proud of myself, because I felt like I had more of an inner strength than I normally may have had. And I'm discerning inner strength from being aggressive. I can be aggressive. I know how to be aggressive. That's just how I was raised. There was a lot of kids in my family, and I'm from New York. I'm Italian and Irish. There's a lot of kids in the family. There was alcohol. It's like, I don't know, I just feel like I know how to stick up for myself. I know how to defend myself. I know how to be aggressive. We were even violent with each other, like amongst the siblings when we were growing up. So I can pop off into aggression and this New York attitude with people. And because I live in the South now, I feel like I haven't done it a lot. But I know when I throw my weight around in that way, I can get quite a reaction. But I don't like doing that, because there are repercussions in many ways for me when I act that way. Whether it's with my husband, or usually, it happens occasionally with a vendor. I'm not getting my way with someone on the phone. Not recently, because I really have been learning over time that I don't like being that person. But when I'm not that, I can be actually then like a pushover. And I've been bullied before, and I sometimes can feel like a low self-worth. Because being aggressive has nothing to do with self-worth. Being aggressive is just, something I'm comfortable being, because I need it to be. But self-worth is really just having inner calm and a sense of worthiness, and a sense of still being connected to my heart, and being able to, just stay grounded and speak for what I want, what I'm worthy, what's right for me. Anyway, and that's what I've been going through. I've been feeling an inner strength, a worthiness, a groundedness that's not aggressive. And I've been really checking myself to not go into that aggressiveness and toe the line of being like just in my heart, grounded, and saying no when something's not right for me. And even though, it's been feeling like really intense, to still keep going back into my heart and keeping my meditation skills up. I was meditating every day, praying for guidance. This is my life, praying for guidance, meditating, staying mindful, it's not even mindful, but it's like aware. And and looking back now, I'm proud of how I've been handling the situation. And things are unfolding as good as they can be under the circumstances. And I guess that's just life. As a person who's like an Abraham Hicks, devotee in a sense, like for years, not as much recently since the pandemic, not as much, but I really know that information quite well. And, to be optimistic, to be expecting the best, but also being able to roll with the punches when life is just being life. and still have a high expectation that even if right now things aren't working out, that they ultimately are working out for me in the big picture. Even when it doesn't look like it's working out, if I stay connected to God, stay in my heart, and try to be as grounded as possible, and be very, very, gracious with myself, and invite God's grace when I fall short, because I will fall short. But that's where we're at. Things with the management are unfolding. I'm starting a new job next week. We are wanting to buy a house, and we're kind of new. We never really shot for that before. I have all this Gemini energy, and I am very much a free spirit, and I really have never truly wanted to buy a house before this point. I've thought about it. I've sometimes felt bad that I didn't have one yet. I'd compare myself to others and come up short, but I really never wanted that. I didn't want that big commitment. I like to be able, I don't know, I just want to be able to be free, and just never wanted to feel that feeling of being stuck with a big burden like a mortgage. But the way life is going, and I'm married, and just been dealing with stuff in the rental world, where I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to have my own house, my own property, so that will unfold the way it needs to. But here I am making this video, and also I'm craving to paint or something, because I do paint. I like to do a lot of different creative things. I'm a manifesting generator, if any of you guys who's ever knows what that is, which means basically I like to be busy, and I like to burn off my energy. I have a lot of energy, and I like to burn it off by doing crafty things or cooking or who knows what. I just kind of like to jump into projects to burn off all the energy that I have. And I haven't felt totally clear, what are my next steps. I've been doing massage. I'm good at massage. Like I said, I have experience. I love nurturing people. But I'm also feeling like this other thing, that there's more, there's a something else, and I don't have a clue really what that is. And I get really frustrated trying to get clarity. So right now I'm like, well, then just do. You don't have to know what you're going to do forever. Just do what you want to do. And that's why I'm making this video. And and I'm just trying to take life as be a passenger, as well as have that sovereignty feeling. Passenger meaning observing this crazy election that's going on, and just observing it. It's almost like entertainment for me, because I've done a lot of work on myself. I've been around the bush a few times. I don't know if that's the best expression. Been around the bush, been around the block, something like that. Yeah, I've observed a lot of things over time, and I think it all comes back to that I'm the filter, and I'm observing the world through this lens and these thoughts, and that's my work, is to keep coming back and taking responsibility, even for what I'm observing, in a sense, and to differentiate myself and my thoughts, and this empathic kind of, I have sense where I can get really absorbed in what's going on around me, and it makes me good at what I do, and helping people with pain and soothing them. And sometimes I call myself a healer, but it's to be open, have an open heart, and be in this world at the same time, to not get too absorbed in it. Keep that differentiation, what's me, And what am I taking on from out there? And if I'm observing something and reacting to something, like, I gotta, kind of rein that in. So, anyway, me and my little Pookie, let's see, it's my babe. It's cool enough to have her in the car with me today. Well, that's all I'm going to share for now. I look forward to seeing, if I'm going to get any followers. If you want to introduce yourself or, say anything in the comments. And like and subscribe and all that stuff. But, yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye.